Hey guys, and welcome back. Today is going to be a review and wear test on the L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover Foundation. I feel like this is one of the most underrated foundations at the drugstore. It's not like a new release or anything, and it's not a first impressions, but I just wanted to do a video on it. I feel like everyone's forgotten about this foundation, and I really do think it deserves a little bit more attention on YouTube. I'm also drinking coffee this morning. It's 10:37. I'll be wearing this foundation for probably 7 hours, I think. And I'll be wearing it for longer, but I'll be leaving my house around like 5:30-ish. So I will be wearing the foundation for longer, but I won't be able to film a clip at the very end of the night because I won't have my camera. So this foundation claims to be a full coverage, weightless feel. It has a natural finish, wears up to 24 hours, has high coverage, and is an airlight texture. Ultra lightweight, seamless coverage. I have mine in the shade 303 Nude Beige. Already primed my face with the Rimmel Insta Fix and Go setting spray as usual. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. It's a really weird formula. Like, it squeezes out as like a really thick, almost like moussey formula. I'm not like a super big fan of the shade of this foundation. I feel like it's a little bit off. Like, it has a little bit of a grayish undertone. I don't think it looks the best on me, but it's the only shade I have in this foundation. I'm going to be blending it in with my L'Oreal foundation sponge. I definitely recommend you use a sponge for this foundation because it's such a strange moussey formula, and I feel like it doesn't blend as nicely with a brush as it does with a sponge. It also can look a little bit cakey, so it's always better, in my opinion, to shear it out with a wet sponge so it helps it blend into your skin more and it doesn't look as thick and heavy on your skin. So this is what it's looking like after one layer. It does dry down really fast, like it's already setting onto my face, so you don't really need to use a powder to set this foundation. Like, it'll set itself, and it does dry really fast, so you do have to work pretty quickly with it. And as you can tell, it does give really good coverage. You will definitely get better coverage with a brush. So I'll zoom you guys up so you can see the foundation looks on my face up close. As you can tell, stuff still kind of pokes through. Like, it's not a completely flawless finish, but you can definitely build this foundation up. I'm going to apply some more to my problem areas. It's definitely buildable. Like, you can totally get a really flawless full coverage finish with it. So I think I'm gonna leave it like that. I just applied a little bit more over this spot, this kind of area. That's always like a problem area for me. And I also just built it up over here a little bit to cover some of those scars. It's a nice satin finish. It looks really natural. It feels incredibly lightweight. Like, it does not feel like I have anything on my face right now. It feels so nice, and it's setting down so it's not super tacky or anything. It does look a little bit heavy around like my mouth area, but my skin is kind of drier right now in like this area, so I don't feel like this foundation is the best for dry skin. But if you have a normal skin type or an oily skin type, I think you would really like this. The way I usually like to apply it actually is mixed in with an illuminizing primer. The one I use most often with this is the Milani Prime and Light Strobing Primer, I think it's what it's called. I didn't want to do that today because I wanted to show you guys how this foundation works just on its own. This is what it looks like right now. I really like the finish of it. It's definitely one of those foundations that looks better the longer it's on your face. Like, as soon as it settles into your skin a little bit and mixes with the chemistry on your skin, it starts looking better, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go off camera and apply the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. I took a super duper long time doing my makeup today. So it is now 11:12, so 11:15, but I finished the foundation part of this video at around 10:40, so like 10:45-ish. It's already been on my face for half an hour. I think it looks really good now that it's kind of like settled onto my face a little bit. For my under eye concealer, it's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. I also use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus powder to set my face. Like I said, you don't need to set your face because it completely dries down. It doesn't feel tacky at all, but I did end up setting mine, and I don't know why. But anyways, you don't need to. I did set my face with the Insta Ready setting spray. I definitely recommend you set your face with this foundation because it can look dry if you don't. So I would set it if I were you. On my lips today is the Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink Liquid Lipstick in the shade Fighter, which I love. I'll give you guys a close-up shot of what it looks like. I think the foundation looks pretty flawless. It definitely looks like a full coverage foundation. If someone was looking at your skin, they can definitely tell you're wearing foundation, but it doesn't feel like you're wearing foundation. If you're looking for something natural, I would definitely recommend you do not get this foundation because it does not look natural on your skin, but at the same time, it does make your skin look flawless. It gives you a really, really nice, comfortable, full coverage. Plus, it lasts a super duper long time on my skin. Like I said, the color match isn't the greatest. I feel like it looks pink and gray on my skin. So I'm gonna leave this foundation on hopefully for 7 hours, at least 7 hours if I can. If not, it'll be 6 hours and I apologize for that. I just have a shorter filming day today, but I'll see you guys later and we'll see how the foundation looks. Hey you guys, so it's currently 5:30. So I've had this foundation on for almost 7 hours. I was gonna go out tonight to my friend's going away party, but I feel so sick. And when I looked in the mirror, I looked green and I pretty much just lay down all day trying to figure out why I was sick, and I drank a lot of water and nothing seemed to help. So I really don't feel well right now. So I'm just going to go home to my parents' house. I want to be there for the weekend. I didn't turn my lights on. Okay, there we go. So this is what the foundation is looking like right now. Oh, I'm so mad that I don't feel good because I even did like my makeup anticipating that I would be going out tonight, and now I feel sick. I think it still looks pretty good. Like I said, I do think that it looks better the longer you wear it, and when the foundation kind of melts into your skin, it looks better. So I do like how this one wears more throughout the day than it does right after initial application. I will say that my skin looks really oily and greasy right now. You know when you feel sick and you feel clammy and then you get all sweaty? That's what's happening to me right now. It's been happening to me all day pretty much since lunch. And my skin is definitely showing it right now. I feel like I haven't looked this greasy on camera in a really long time. Like, holy smokes. But yeah, this foundation normally does last really well on me. It doesn't start looking greasy or oily. I'll give you guys a close-up of what it looks like. It doesn't wear off anywhere. It's not breaking up anywhere. It looks a little bit more cakey than my other foundations, but that's mostly because it is a full coverage foundation, and full coverage foundations just tend to look heavier on my skin. But even though it looks a little bit heavier, it doesn't feel heavy at all. It doesn't feel sticky or oily. It definitely lasts me through a 10 to 12 hour day with no problems. It just lasts well on my skin. Not today. It's like the worst day to film this video. On average, it does last really well on my skin. I wanted to do a midday check-in because I was at home, but I wasn't feeling well. It did look really good. Like, my favorite time of the day was like at the 5 hour mark. That's when it looked really good. Now I'm just looking really oily. I'm not oily though. It's weird. Like, I'm not greasy. I don't know. Yeah, so that sums up this video. As always, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you would like to see more videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!